I go? Should I look both ways before you cross me, baby? 'Cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Hey, got nothing left to say. Let's be on my way. Best of luck. I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well this early and cool Saturday morning. It's pretty cold here, actually. Currently, I'm in Atlanta shooting a wedding this weekend. I actually was here yesterday evening and we shot some of the wedding, and today we're gonna shoot some more of the wedding. It's an Indian wedding, so it's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to it. I couldn't sleep this morning, so I was up and no one else was up yet, so I decided to go get a coffee, make a video, since it's been a while since I talked to you guys, and it's been a while since I make a video like this. Margaret and I, we've been so busy that we just haven't had time to make videos and do things that we enjoy. Kind of want to also talk to you guys a little bit about why we've been so busy recently. Last couple of weeks has been busy for Margaret and I. On top of everything that's been going on, I've been having a lot of jobs here recently, and I said that in a very good way. I have been constantly shooting product videos, product photography, and weddings, and we're very thankful for that. A couple weeks ago, I was shooting product videos and product photography every night, and then last week I had a wedding. I'm currently shooting a wedding, and next week I have one more wedding. And thankfully, it's the last wedding of the year because I'm gonna take some time off. The main point of this video I want to talk about, which has been on my mind a lot recently, is how to say no to, or why I say no to more jobs. See, to me, shooting weddings is fun because one, it's a different project every week. So, you go and you shoot a wedding for a bride and groom and you're done. Two, it's the challenges of the wedding day. It's the pressure, it's the traveling. I enjoy traveling, staying in different places, and I enjoy getting to do things I wanna do, like drinking fancy coffee. So the idea for this video started a while ago. I have a few colleagues, is what I'll call them, photography friends, who we exchange ideas back and forth. And I was talking to one of them at one time, and she was telling me about all this job she's got going on, everything she's got scheduled, all the payments she's got planned out, and everything that she had scheduled for 2022. So at first I was jealous. I really was. I was jealous of her. I mean, I do have weddings booked for 2022. I have some at the beginning of the year, and I have some mid 2022 booked so far. And I always usually have photography jobs here or there, so I'm not too worried about the money. I was a little envious and I was a little jealous of this friend of mine, to be honest. I mean, I started asking myself, why don't I have more jobs booked? Am I just not that good? Do I need to advertise more? Do I need to lower my price? I had to remind myself a couple of things. I had to remind myself, what does photography and videography mean to me? To me, photography and videography is a hobby. It's something that I do, it's something that I enjoy, and I make a little money on the side. Fortunately, it's not my day job. I don't have to sustain a family. I don't have to raise a family, and I don't have to depend on it to live. And to me, it started out as a home video that I make with Margaret to turning into something I feel more and more in love with, and I happen to make some money with it that I turn around and buy more toys with it. But I'm not trying to live off of it, so I don't need to put so much stress on myself and getting more bookings. The question of, am I that good or am I not that good? I had to remind myself that, not to brag on myself, but whenever people see my work, they said, wow, that's good. So that's a good thing. Then I also had to remind myself that photography and videography are arts. So some people might see things one way, some people might see things another way. Some people like darker pictures, some people like lighter pictures. Some people like darker videos, some people like lighter videos. This friend that I was talking to you about, she and I constantly bounce ideas off of each other. What do you think about this picture? What do you think about that picture? But we have conflicting styles. Mine is more light and airy. The sky is brighter, the pictures is brighter. And hers is more saturated, everything is darker. And so I constantly tell her, hey, you need to make the pictures brighter. And she constantly have to tell me, hey, your sky is blown out. And it's just a different style. So saying all that to say, the clients also have different styles. There's some clients who look at my work and is really interested, and there are some clients who look at my work and say, no, I'm not interested in that style, which is fine. I shouldn't be offended at that. And so at the end of the day, some might book me for some reasons, some may not book me for some reason. The price is too high. The style doesn't match. He doesn't know what he's doing. Or some just say, oh yeah, whatever it is, I'll pay. I had a bride recently offer to pay me more money to make other videos for her. So I should be content, and that's one of the biggest things that I have to remind myself. The other thing I asked myself was, do I need to market myself more? You know, do I need to advertise? Do I need to do this, do that to get more jobs? And then at the end of the day, I asked myself, do I need more jobs to spend that money? And the answer was no. So, like I said, we've been fortunate enough to do that. The other thing that's constantly been going in my head is, do I need to try and lower my prices? Do I need to try and get more clients? And the more I thought about this, the more I talked about this with people, my answer has always been no. See, this goes back to, I'm not trying to eat off of this money. I'm not trying to sustain a family, so I don't need more jobs to make ends meet. And we've been fortunate enough to do that. I do this as a hobby. My time is valuable. You know, when I'm away shooting a wedding, I'm away from Margaret, my family. I'm away from home. I have things I could be doing at home. I have work I could be doing at home. And when I'm traveling, I'm not doing any of that. I had to change location because the blower was going ham on the blower, so I didn't want to ruin the audio. One thing I learned through all this is the client or the viewer is more likely to forgive a bad quality video than it is a bad audio video. It's so cold. Let's get back to lowering my prices. If I decide to lower my prices, it tells me and my family a few things. One, it tells me that, hey, your work is not that good. You need to lower your prices to get more clients, which I don't believe is true. I would be telling my clients that, hey, book me, please book me, and I might attract more clients, but I'm attracting the clients that can't afford what I'm trying to do. They don't understand what I'm trying to do, and they don't value what I'm trying to do. So if I'm gonna book more clients that don't value what I'm gonna do, then I'm not gonna enjoy what I'm doing, which is back to, then I don't need to be doing it. And then lastly, I will be telling my families that, hey, my time with you is really not worth that much, so I'm gonna make it even cheaper. And no one wants to hear that. I don't want to tell my family that, and you know, it's just not the answer. So it actually leads me to the main point of this video. Ooh, it's cold. While I was envious, I was jealous that my peers were getting more work than me. I really came to the realization and understanding that me getting the jobs that I do is exactly what I needed. It's where I belong. I don't need more work. I don't need more work to feed my families. And I keep going back to that because that's important. That's what I have to keep reminding myself is, hey, you don't need to make more money to feed your family. You're doing this as a hobby, John. You know, the money that you get might be able to buy a new lens. It might be able to buy a new camera. It might be able to take Margaret and the baby on a trip. It might be able to buy a stroller. But those are not necessities. They are luxury. And that leads me to the fact that my time with my family is important. My parents are getting older, so every weekend dinner I get to spend with them is important. Every ball game I get to watch with my dad is important. When I took this job this week, a long time ago, I actually missed out. My dad asked me a couple of days ago if I want to go to a basketball game with him, and I couldn't because I accepted this job, and it's integrity that I keep this job. Every shopping trip I get to take with my mom, that's important. Every lake weekend where we get up at 7 a.m. to go skiing, that's important. Well, it just happened that that's wedding season, so the more weddings I get, the less time I get to spend. And those things are important. They're worth something. They're worth more than money. Time with Margaret is important. We're both working 40 hours a week, and so we're gone all day. We only see each other at night. And if I'm taking on more photography jobs where I work more at night, or I'm taking on more weddings where I'm shooting on the weekend and editing these videos or photos during the week, then I don't get to spend time with her. This last 2 weeks, I killed myself to edit and finish a video because I have these other jobs coming up next. So we'll get home, I'll eat dinner, watch an episode with Margaret, and then she goes to bed and I go and edit videos, and which is fine short term, but long term, that's not what you want to do. Then my daughter, when she comes, I want to be a good dad. I want to be somebody that spend time with her, take her places, read to her, tell her story, put her to bed. I don't want to be the dad that's gone all the time. I want to be there when my daughter first takes her first steps, when she first tries solid foods, when she first get on skis. I want to be there to teach her to ski, ride a bike, and the more jobs I take, the less time I have to do that. So I came to the realization that all these things I just listed are worth more than money. I can make more money to buy nicer things, but they're stuff. You know, there are always nicer things. There are always better things. It's a time with my family. It's a time with my daughter. It's a time with my wife that I will not be able to buy. There are so many wealthy families out there that are so broken. I would say they're so poor. They have no love. The mom and dad work all the time. The kids feel neglected. And why do you have all that money? What will the money do for you? There's no love. You take a fancy trip, you buy fancy cars, but there's no relationship. It's worth nothing. So at the end of the day, those were really good reminders for me. Instead of wishing for more jobs, I was able to be thankful for the jobs that I have. And I think the Lord provides just exactly what I need and allows me to have this as a hobby that I enjoy instead of having to do it as a job. And that is a good thing to be thankful for, because I don't want to depend on this to live. I would not enjoy that. Anyways, I hope this video speaks to some of you, and I hope you can relate. I hope this doesn't come across that, oh, this dude has too much money and he doesn't feel like he has to work. No, we still have a mortgage just like everybody. We drive older cars. We still have to make payments. We still have bills, but it's more of a perspective of what is life. And for all those older things and not nice things, I'm thankful for it. We are blessed with what we have. I'm blessed with what I have. I'm blessed with a wife who loves me, a family who loves me, a daughter on the way, and I'm blessed with the opportunity to be able to do the things that I want to do and I enjoy doing. So for that, I'm thankful. This was all a really good reminder of what's important. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I hope this video speaks to you and I hope it relates to you. If you feel like it, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. There are a lot of videos coming up, especially with Katelyn, and you don't want to miss that.